Hello investors, welcome back to your number one place for all your investing needs. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing the top 5 stocks to buy right now at the end of October. Obviously, you guys know we're in the middle of an earnings season right now, and we have some crucial stocks that are reporting in the following week. And we're going to be discussing 5 of them that I picked out that I think are going to do really well in this earnings. So these are going to be some good buying opportunities for us to take a look at. Now, if you're new to the channel and this type of content interests you, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on that bell notification as well so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Let's try to get over 100 plus likes on this video, so go ahead and smash that like button. It helps the channel grow and it helps the YouTube algorithm. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers, so let's try to get that by the end of the year. And also leave a comment below, what stocks are you going to be looking at for this week for earnings or just in general, and what do you guys think about the picks that I'm going to be showing you in this video. Okay, so our number 5 stock is going to be ticker symbol PINS, which is going to be Pinterest. So Pinterest is a social networking service company, and they're currently trading at $53. They were up about $2.19 or 4.31% on Friday at the close. Year to date, this stock is up over 106.23%. If we guys take a look down here, when the Rona started, this stock was trading at around $10.92. Currently, the stock is trading at $53. So if we take a look actually from that March low, the stock's up over 400%. So, that is amazing gains on that one. And obviously, they're going to continue to go up. Now, one thing that did help it push up this past week is because of Snapchat. Snapchat had some amazing earnings, better than expected. And Snapchat is up over 40%, I believe, for the week, and it's been pushing up these other social networking companies like Facebook, Twitter, and as well as Pinterest. So Pinterest does not have a dividend, but they do have a 31.83 billion market cap. And if we take a look at their earnings right here for the previous quarter and then for this quarter, they had earnings on 7/31/2020. EPS actual was negative 7 cents, beat by 6 cents. And their revenue was $272.49 million, beating the revenue by 17.7 million. And then they have earnings coming up this week on Wednesday, which is going to be on October 28, 2020, post market. And the EPS estimate is going to be positive, so they're expected to be in a positive 3 cents per share. And then revenue is estimated to be about 384.07 million, which is about 100 million more than the previous quarter. So they're expecting a really, really good quarter for this for this earnings event. So that's what we're going to be looking at. But obviously, we have Facebook doing their earnings as well this week. So we're going to keep an eye out on Facebook as well as Twitter, because if they have positive news, it could push up these other stocks like Snapchat and Pinterest as well. So they're all kind of pushing each other up as they've all been going up this past week. And we're going to see what happens this week with them and see if they continue to grow together. Next up on number 4 on our list is going to be ticker symbol CROX, which is going to be Crocs. So if you guys go outside, you're going to see a lot of people with Crocs. And this is an American company that distributes and once manufactured foam clog shoes. So this one is really popular, and one of the main reasons actually why this one is really popular is just because everybody's just relaxing at home, and they're very, very comfortable to wear. Crocs, people love them. And also Justin Bieber did like a brand deal with Crocs, as you guys know. He had his own little brand on there, so those sold out really quick. So I'm expecting this one to have some amazing earnings, and I think that it's going to continue to do good, especially with Christmas and stuff coming up. I think it's going to have a very nice quarter in the future as well, and that's why this one's on the list. It's currently trading at $52.55. It was up about 41 cents or 0.79% on Friday, and then after hours it was up about 1.5%. Year to date, this stock is up about 57.71%. When the Rona started, this stock was trading down here pretty much same as Pinterest at around $11.50 low, a little bit lower than that. And it's pretty much made a 400% gain since then. It's just been on a trend on up. So that is if anybody got into Crocs at the low, they made some nice gains, especially if you did some leaps with options trading. Now with this one, no dividend, once again, market cap at 3.55 billion. So very low market cap. The company is not very, very huge. Now, if we look at earnings, their previous earnings they had was on 7/30/2020. EPS actual was $1.01, beating by 93 cents. So they blew those earnings out of the water. They did really, really good. Revenue was 331.55 million, beating revenue by over 90.35 million. So they destroyed the earnings the previous quarter, and I think that this quarter is going to be even better. So these earnings are going to be really, really good. If we take a look right here, earnings are on Tuesday. EPS estimate is 70 cents per share. Revenue estimate is 343.98 million. So they're expecting to have, pretty much a similar quarter to the previous one, but with this Justin Bieber brand deal that they had, I think that they're going to do a little bit better than that, and I think they're going to do really, really good for the quarter, and obviously for the next quarter at least. And if they continue to push the marketing like this, they're going to continue to do very, very well. Coming in at number 3 is going to be a strange one. A lot of the dividend investors know this company, but it's going to be ticker symbol SO, which is the Southern Company. This is an American gas and electric utility holding company. The company is currently the second largest utility company in the U.S. in terms of customer base. So obviously this one is our pick, and I'm going to show you guys here. It is actually down about 2% almost year to date, but when the Rona happened, the stock was trading down here at about $41, $42, and currently it's trading at $60.85. It was up about 0.5%. But if we take a look here in the past month, this stock has done very, very well. In the past month, this stock is up about 15.84%. It was trading down here at about $53, and currently it's at $60. In the past 5 days, it's up about 4.28%. So this one is having like a little run up, and that is why I think it's a good opportunity right now to get in, at least for me. And as well as they have earnings coming up, and especially with winter is coming soon as well. So there's a lot of benefits for this one. It does actually have a dividend as well. So for any dividend investors, I personally have this one in my utility pie. So this one has a 4.21% yield, pays out about $2.56 per year, and their market cap is 64.27 billion. Now let's actually take a quick look and check out their dividends. So right here, like we said, it's 64 cents per quarter, and then their dividend here, 4-year average yield is 4.85%, which is a decent dividend to have. 19 years of growth. So for the past 19 years, their dividend has been growing and growing, currently at $2.54 per share. Dividend history, obviously, it's a quarterly paying dividend of about 64 cents. And then last but not least, dividend payout ratio is about 81% right now. And then if we take a look right here for earnings, they had earnings on 7/30/2020. EPS actual was about 78 cents, beat by 11 cents. Revenue was 4.62 billion, missing revenue actually by 307 million. But you have to think about it. That was in the middle of what it was like spring/summer beginning. Right now we're heading into winter, so obviously gas is going to be much more. And I think just people were home, locked down more, so people were using their electricity a lot more. And that is actually why I think this one is going to be a good long-term hold, especially for dividend investors, obviously. But also could be an earnings play coming up this week. They have earnings in about 4 days on Thursday. October 29th, their estimate for the EPS is 1.21, so $1.21, and then revenue 6.23 billion, which is almost about 2 billion more than the previous quarter. So we'll see how that goes. I think this one could be a dark horse one that nobody is really looking at, and it could do really, really well running into the earnings. And after that, taking the number 2 spot, it's going to be ticker symbol TUP, which is going to be Tupperware Brands Corporation. So this is an American multinational multi-level marketing company. Its main focus is kitchen and household products, and it is particularly known for its line of plastic containers for food storage and preparation. So obviously with everybody being at home, I think that people are going to be using Tupperware a lot more, as they're going to be storing food and different things like that. And this one is on the list for that. It's up about 38.3%, year to date. So as you can see, in the past 10 years, the stock has been on a downhill trend pretty much here since February in 2017. But if we look in the past year, obviously the stock has been going up. And if we look in the past 6 months, it's went from about $2 per share all the way to $22.48 per share. So that is a huge, huge gain. What is that like? That's like a 2,000% gain. If we take a look from right there, that is amazing. I mean, that is a huge, huge gain. Or actually, that is 1,000% gain. My bad. So about, like it says right there, 965%. So about 1,000% gain right there. Those are some huge gains. Imagine if you would have put $10,000 into Tupperware. Right now, it would be worth over $100,000. They do not have a dividend. They have a market cap of 1.10 billion. They have earnings coming up as well. Their earnings for the previous quarter were on 7/29/2020. EPS actual was 84 cents per share, beating revenue by 60 cents, and then revenue was 397.40 million, beating the revenue by 84.85 million. So really nice beat. They're expected to have earnings coming up this week again on Wednesday pre-market. EPS estimate is 41 cents per share, with revenue being at 364.5 million. I think they're definitely going to do very, very well with this earnings, and obviously going into the next quarter as well. This stock is on fire right now, and it's just going on up. I mean, 1,000% gain already since the Rona started. I think it has a lot more room to grow. Last but not least, coming in at the number one spot, I think it's going to be Pets. That is the ticker symbol, and it's going to be PetMed Express. So this is an online pet pharmacy. It is publicly traded and sells prescriptions and non-prescription pet medications. So as people are going to be at home, I feel like they're going to be having to buy these more prescriptions for their pets at home instead of going to the vet, as they don't want to have contact with going to the veterinarian. So this stock was down here at about $25 when the Rona started, currently at $30.66. I think that it didn't actually run as much as I thought. I think it's still undervalued and not where it should be, in my opinion. It's up about 16% year to date. It hit a high here of about $42 per share and then made a pullback. I think it's going to continue to trend on up in the future. Their dividend is actually $1.12, so that is very nice. 3.65% yield. Market cap 615.93 million. So if we take a look right here, they have a dividend, obviously 28 cents per share. If we look at their dividend yield right here, actually, we're going to see that their dividend yield is actually pretty good, and they're doing very, very well. So they have a 4-year average yield of about 3.63%, which is very good. That's a decent dividend, especially for a stock like this. Years of growth, 11 years of growth. So they pay out a quarterly paying dividend of about $1.08, which is pretty good. Now, if we take a look right here for the dividend history, they pay out a quarterly dividend, obviously, of 28 cents, which is pretty nice, actually. Nice to see. And then last but not least here, their dividend safety, 73.68%. Now, if you guys have a pet, leave a comment below. If you made it this far in the video, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. But leave a comment below letting me know if you guys have a pet. If you have a cat, a dog, iguana, whatever you have, leave a comment below. And that way I'll know you made it this far in the video. The previous earnings were on 7/20/2020. EPS actual was 39 cents per share, missed by 1 cent. Revenue was 96.2 million, beating by 5.25 million. And then next quarter, which is tomorrow, actually pre-market, 10/26, they have EPS estimates of 40 cents per share with revenue at 77.05 million. So they're expecting to have less revenue than the previous quarter, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see if that's actually true or if they're going to destroy earnings and do very, very well. But I have Pets on here for a long-term hold, in my opinion, at least for a few more years, as I think it's going to continue to grow. So let me know what you guys think about these picks, obviously. These are the 5 picks for the earnings coming up this week. This is going to be a nice earnings season. We're getting into the, some of the most important earning stocks for the quarter. Next week I'm going to be uploading video for November picks. So if you guys are interested in that, stick around for that. Make sure you smash that like button, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.